Hi everyone, this is Liz Urim. I am the president of the National Speakers Association Minnesota chapter, and today I am joined by Carol Kemmerer, who is a executive branding and LinkedIn expert, as well as a member of NSA Minnesota. Carol is here today to talk to us about how LinkedIn can be the best promotion you never have to pay for. Welcome, Carol.
Thanks so much, Liz. It's good to be here.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you. So Carol, can we just dive right in, and can you let us know why speakers should even bother with their LinkedIn profile? Does anyone really pay attention to it anyway?
I think they really do. So people who are hiring speakers, hiring trainers, hiring coaches, people who are hiring people just like you and me are using this platform to vet them. And especially as millennials and younger generations are coming into their own in terms of vetting and hiring speakers, they are using the tools that they're the most comfortable with. They know how to search digitally, and I think that you're going to see a lot more people active on this profile with regard to the kinds of services that you and I provide. So if we don't have a good presence, we look out of date and out of touch.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Now, I know that you've worked with some speakers on improving their profile, and that means you probably looked at a lot of profiles of different speakers. Can you share with us what are some of the most common mistakes that you're seeing out there from an expert's point of view?
Oh, absolutely. So the number one mistake is not using speaker in your current position title and in your headline. So if you have never customized your headline, you've made the mistake twice because LinkedIn uses your current position in the headline. The headline is that little bit of text that is right under your name. And I understand that we all want to be seen as business people. And so sometimes we position ourselves as chief executive officer of our business or president of our business. And that's all fine and good. And it's not to say that you shouldn't do that, but you should also use the word speaker, because LinkedIn is a search engine and it's looking for that keyword. And if we want to speak, we need to be seen as speakers.
That is such a great point, because you're absolutely right. Many of us we're self-employed. We have our own businesses, so we call ourselves CEO, president, founder, but that is not what meeting planners are looking for.
No, there's no SEO for any of that.
Huh.
So the number two mistake is not using visuals to make ourselves memorable. One of the things that we can do is, in addition to a great picture of ourselves, we can use that big blue banner space that is behind the picture, and we can use that to put in a picture of us in front of an audience, or us with our books, or whatever. Just a picture of a microphone would do it. It's to evoke our brand. The other thing about visuals is that you can load up as many videos as you have, and there's never a charge. So that's really different from all of the other speaking platforms where we can list our name in a directory, and you can maybe have your first video for nothing, and then if you want to put more videos, you have to pay more and more. No charge here. We're free to make ourselves quite visual on this platform.
So that is a really good point as well. So this would be a good opportunity to load up your your clips. So if you have your, to show, to give people a sample. When it comes to videos, is it best to load them up directly from your, let's say, hard drive, or as a link from YouTube? Do you know? It doesn't matter?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Okay.
As long as it's out there, it's good.
Yeah. Okay. The third mistake is failure to use logos for our company, our current position. A logo conveys credibility. And if we have no logo, we look like we have a hobby. I'll talk about that a little bit later and what to do about that. And then the last of the common mistakes is a failure to use our professional association credentials, the National Speakers Association and our Minnesota chapter logos. We pay a lot of money for the privilege. So we might as well get what's coming to us, which is the credibility that comes with being part of this national organization. And that credibility comes in the form of a tiny little logo on your profile page. So I'm going to discuss how to address points 3 and 4.
Great.
So if you have no logo for your current position, your current company, you really need to do something about it. And the thing to do about it is to set up a company page. So it's not hard to do. It's absolutely free, which is just great. It should take you about 15 minutes to set it up. The things that you need in order to be able to claim your logo are a domain name, an email that goes to that domain, and that also is connected to your LinkedIn profile, a logo for your company, and you need to be an authorized representative. And if all of those apply, then you would go to your LinkedIn profile, and on the right side, what I'm showing is the toolbar up at the top. You're looking for the work icon, which is on the right-hand side of the toolbar, and you would scroll all the way down. It's quite a far distance down, but when you can't scroll anymore, you will see create a company page. And I picked this company page because it always makes me smile. But the operative part of the company page really is this little thing right here. This is their logo. And the reason you have a company page is not so you can spend a lot of time uploading things to your company page. That's really not where it's at. If you loaded something once a quarter or even once every 6 months, that would be fine. The importance of the company page is not to get everybody to like it, but rather to get this little piece of real estate here, the logo, to show up on your profile. So it's low-hanging fruit. It doesn't take very long, and it really is a powerful fix because it changes the perception of, well, she's just dabbling, to, oh, this is her business. This is what she really does. Okay, so now I want to address the logos for our professional associations. And I'm going to do it by talking about the NSA Minnesota logo because in the last year, I created a company page for the chapter. And that means for the first time, we have the logo that we can claim for our profiles. So this is the way you would do that. Either on your experience section or your volunteer section, you would add your role. For instance, board member or gala chair or whatever. You could even add, professional member because we are professional members of both the NSA and NSA Minnesota. And then in the company spot, what you would type in is NSA-MN. While you are typing that, LinkedIn is trying to match your typing. And in the drop-down menu, you'll see companies that start with NSA. And when you see National Speakers Association Minnesota chapter and its logo, click there on the drop-down menu, and then the logo will appear on your profile. So there are people who have their role on their profile already, but of course they don't have the logo because when they entered it, it wasn't available. So what they would do is erase the company name and type it in again. Again, they would type in NSA-MN, watch the drop-down menu till they see National Association National Speakers Association Minnesota chapter, click there, and then the logo will appear on their profile too. So the same would apply to the national also. So that would be a very impactful fix on your profile. It gives you that credibility that we're already, we have that credibility, but nobody knows it unless we claim it.
Mm-hmm.
So those are important things.
Excellent, very good. All right, so some tips for standing out. So what should we as speakers do to stand out from the crowd?
Absolutely. You know, we always want to be on that short list. We want to shine. And the absolute most important thing about being memorable is to have our profile deeply rooted within our personal brand. When we are heart-centered and we are sharing exactly what is important to us, it shows. It's authentic, it's remarkable, and it's memorable. So the second tip that I have is that we should use visuals, and we already talked about this, how we can load up our videos and also our pictures of ourselves. This is really important. It's all credibility pointers. It's like, oh my gosh, look at all these videos she's got. She's appearing in front of great audiences. You know, this is our person. The third is to optimize your headline. If you recall earlier, I talked about that your current position will be your default headline, but we can do so much better. We have 120 characters and we know what our keywords are. Put in what you speak about. Put in your ideal audience. There are a lot of things that we can put in that make us easier to find. I wanted to share with you how Brenda Elsager did that. Brenda and I worked together and she had great pictures and of course great audiences. Look at this one here in her banner. This is that banner section I was talking about. Can you see how much more impact she's got than if she had that blue banner with the little stars and the connected points? I mean, really. She's got a great picture. She's got super eye contact with us, and she's holding a mic. There is no question of what Brenda does. And then look at her keywords: funny, inspirational, keynote speaker, and all of her keywords here: courageous conversations on humor, health, and happiness. I mean, it's really tricked out, and I was so pleased to be a part of that, helping her to claim her greatness here on LinkedIn. Number 4 is to be authentic. Speakers always have a reason. Why did they become a speaker? And why is this their area, their passion for speaking? Why is this important? If we show that authenticity, it's the same as wooing our audience in person. We can woo our audience online. When we share who we are very attractive people. And so just my admonition to be authentic and transparent, be who you are on LinkedIn. And then finally, be active on the LinkedIn platform. This is important because we share and show our relationships when we interact on LinkedIn. We will be interacting with the people who are our primary clients, with the people who have hired us, with the people who support us in our growth, with our chapter members. When we give a like and a share, a like and a comment, we are showing we are connected to this person. This person is important to us, and they have provided information that we think others in our network would like to see. So those are my tips for being memorable.
Oh, that is so great. My head is spinning, so I'm already thinking of there's 2 things I need to go and check on right away, and that is the visuals part of it. I post photos in posts, or I add them to posts. But I think I probably, if I'm hearing you correctly, there's a place within LinkedIn, within my profile, to upload photos and videos.
Oh, absolutely. You can upload them either in your About section, which is your summary,
Okay.
or under your current position. So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
Awesome.
that's really helpful, because I put them in the post, but then they disappear, they go down into
Right.
the abyss after a while. So I had not thought of that. So thank you very much. So that was very helpful to me right away. So I have some takeaways, which is great. Now, Carol, there are some people who detest digging into technology. They do not want to mess with it, either because they don't have the inclination or they don't have the time. So you do help people with their profiles. You help them find those correct keywords, that you help them with their headlines, and you do an analysis and then work with them on updating their profile. Can you tell us more about how they can work with you?
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, it really is important to have resources. And I am a resource. My book is a resource. My articles are resources. You can see them either on my company page or on my own profile page in the activity and articles section. I invite people to connect with me, to learn with from all of my resources. And if they need individual help, that's really what I do. I love to speak, but I really shine on one-on-one consultations, helping people to show up as powerfully on the LinkedIn platform as they do on the speaking platform. My big ask is that if they see information that I am posting that is helpful to them, that they respond with a like, comment, or share, because that's the way that I grow my credibility on LinkedIn.
Yes, and I'd like to double down on that, and that's true for all of us as NSA Minnesota members. One of the great benefits of being a member and having the value add of being a member is that we're all connected and we can all help each other out by responding with a like, a comment, a share. There's plenty of work to go around for everybody, so the more that we're talking about each other, that's another way to gain our credibility as well. And speaking of credibility, Carol, could you go back to the slide before, just to show your profile? I think you obviously have a really great example. I noticed as I was looking at your banner, there you are in KARE 11, a local news station. How's that for some credibility? And they don't just let anybody on the on the news programs. And so that you're really, I love that you're walking your talk. So you're not just you don't have the blank logo, you don't have the stars with the connectors. You've got a great photo of you on there talking on a news program about your LinkedIn strategies, your executive branding. So we really appreciate you walking your talk, showing your own authenticity, and sharing these great tips with us today. So Carol, thank you so much for that. Everybody get in touch with Carol, connect with her on LinkedIn, connect with her, talk to her about how your profile can be improved. And Carol, thank you so much. Anything else to add?
No, I just want everyone to use this tool, which is absolutely free, to their best advantage, so that they get to speak more often in more places and help more people. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Carol.
Bye-bye.